Hey guys, welcome back to another video by Stoby. Today's video is going to be explaining how to build the Enderman Farm showcased in the last video about lots of different farms. So this is the exact farm showcased, and this is my own design, so I thought I'd do a quick tutorial on it. Now the advantage of Enderman Farms is that they give you loads of XP and of course Ender Pearls for relatively cheap. So literally all you have to do is kill the dragon, and then we need to make our way over to this platform here. Now this is really important, so we want to have a, hang on, I'll just show this, because why not? So we put a water bucket over like this, then we can hop in the water stream, you can see that we're slowly sinking towards the void. Then we can get out some blocks, and you preferably want to do this with nothing on you, unless of course you're on hardcore, in which case I recommend an elytra for this. You don't need it though. And then as we block down, we get closer and closer to level 0. Now, as we keep going down, we can see that up to about here, the water stops. Now, it's quite a challenge to place this last block, but I should be able to show you. So if you just go down like this, and you fall. Yeah, it's quite risky, but I swear it's worth it. Now you can just place a leaf bridge across like this. Now this leaf bridge has to extend from this platform exactly, or more, 128 blocks, which seems like a lot. Now the reason for this is that when you stand here, nothing spawns on the main end island, which of course is very important, because if stuff's spawning over there, it's not spawning over here. And if any islands stick out beyond this platform, we can cover them in water like I've done here. And that means Endermen won't spawn. Now, this is the actual Enderman farm. You can see that it looks quite complicated with all this redstone and stuff, but I'll show you how to do it. So the most important thing is this lever here. Now you can see that this is a hole to the void. You don't want that, so you want to be able to have some blocks there, and this is what this piston setup is for. So we've literally just got our redstone line coming round with a lever. It's the most basic type of redstone, and it just comes around and powers all these pistons. Fairly nice. And then that will be the block that these endermen will stand on. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to build up some leaf walls like this. Now this wall is exactly 7 blocks high. I recommend doing it this high, and then having this setup here. This here stops you from just walking into the farm, and then if you crouch forward, you can just pick up the levels that will drop. This prevents you from being killed by the Enderman. Now, this guy is quite vital. He's 6 blocks from the main platform up in the middle, and this is a named Endermite. You can't see the name because he's in a minecart. This stops him from despawning. Now, these Endermen, as you can see, really don't like Endermites. So what they'll do is they'll run along this bridge, up these steps, and then using the double trapdoor trick, we'll drop down into this chamber where we can kill them. Now, there is one important thing about this chamber here, is as you can tell, it has to be a very precise distance, because mobs don't spawn within 24 blocks of you. So when you're AFKing, you can't get killed. And therefore, we have exactly 24 blocks. This is the 25th block from this oak slab, which is probably where you're going to be standing. If not, you're going to be standing back here. Therefore, it needs to be far enough away. Now you can see we've got a 3 wide bridge here, which is vital for these guys not to fall off. Now I'm going to open the fences, and you can see how this works. So we break these fences, and they all run across and drop in. And then we can just sit here with our sword, which has sharpness 5, mending, and more importantly, sweeping edge 3. Sweeping edge means that we can hit multiple endermen at a time, or more endermen at a time, and do more damage to the extra endermen. And that means that they die more quickly, meaning that we can get our levels. Now, I do believe that this gives maximum XP, because your player can only absorb a certain levels per second. So this is max XP if you just sit here and swing. And you can see that it's pretty good. Now, the problem is that your inventory gets filled with ender pearls. So you can just throw them into this base here, where you can't pick them up. And then you can just flick this lever, and the floor falls out. All the endermen go down, and all the pearls get dropped into the void. And this reduces lag. There are pretty much it. The only few things that I need to mention is that these leaves significantly increase spawn rates. So you need 5 blocks of leaves in all directions from the spawning platform, and that increases the amount of spawns here. This platform is 7 by 5. I seem to remember. Wait, is it? Yeah. So this is 7 by 5. And that's the optimal area for them to spawn, so they'll run towards here. Now, these fences here aren't totally necessary. I would recommend having 3. That's just to stop them crowding on this block here, and then getting pushed and falling into the void, which is obviously annoying. These trapdoors here, again, aren't a necessity, but I recommend them, because the Endermen can be pushed onto this platform, run around here, and attack you, which of course you don't want. Other than that, that is my design for a super simple Enderman farm. The last note, is how to catch an Endermite. Now, what we want to do is we want to get a minecart. I'm going to use a spawn egg for this, but obviously in survival mode you'll have to throw lots of ender pearls onto the ground. I have seen an issue where Endermen aren't attracted to Endermites that have been spawned by a spawn egg. So if you're building this on creative mode and actually want it to work, you will have to do it like I've done it here. But for the purposes of demonstration, we'll do it with a spawn egg. So what we need is we need to get an anvil and a name tag. Name tags can be obtained by getting villagers or knowing where to find them in the creative inventory. I think they're in tools, actually. Yeah. Okay. And then if we go in here, then we can get a very exciting name for our Endermite. Now, if we place the Endermite down, then we want to name it, and then push a minecart onto it. You see? There we go. And then we can just murder it like that. Now, that actually killed that Endermite there, which is unfortunate for me, but since this is a creative testing world, it doesn't matter. But the only thing is, these leaves, this is 2 stacks of leaves, which of course is a lot, and then if you make this platform wider, it's safer. But it suddenly gets very, very expensive with leaves. Just in case you're wondering, the reason why we use leaves in this case is that they're very, very easy to farm, because we can just set up a big forest and get some shears or an enchanted hoe and just get loads. We could use glass here, and also for these edges you can also use glass. But for now, I think that's everything for this video. So, thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified of our next video. Adios!